We're on location.
Earl got it. Yep. We are on location. We are at Farouk. What is it?
Bannock. Lake Bannock.
Lake Bannock.
Lake Bannock, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. And I know what you're thinking. Well, how did they all get passports?
We were thinking the same thing.
Yeah. We were crossing our fingers a lot.
Made it far too easy, it seemed like.
Yeah. And then we remembered that Earl knows how to fly a plane, so we were like, hell with that. We can just land it on the damn water.
Fly right in.
Yeah.
Puddle jumper.
Yep.
It is funny how we went through customs or whatever you call it, and we all got a passport. Kay goes first, and that checks him out real good. Okay. And then Earl second, and they look at it and say, "You Earl?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all go ahead. All of us
Everybody.
went on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
Didn't even check us.
no, I didn't even want to see ours.
No.
Didn't have to.
Once they saw Earl was with us, they're like, they're going to be all right.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah. If it was just us by ourselves, we'd have probably had that extra TSA.
Extra jail
cavity
time.
search.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, when you go on a field trip and you got that chaperone.
Yeah.
Like, you're good. Like, oh, they're in the zoo, but they got a chaperone. Earl's our chaperone.
Yeah.
That's scary thought. Scary thought.
Not according to the U.S. government.
No.
Again, scary thought.
But yeah, it's beautiful out here. They got trees. My God, they got trees. I've never seen so many.
Trees in full bloom.
Yeah.
It's looking great. Got some water.
There's water everywhere.
Yeah, the lake looks amazing. I don't know how much you had to pay for this, Earl, but it is majestic.
Well, I just made a phone call to the ambassador, you see.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I can hook you up.
Come on down.
you can tell he's the ambassador too. Look at all the stuff. He's a Nova Scotian from way back.
Yeah, he got a damn wagon wheel that he put pegs on. He's got clocks that look like they used to fit in a
Ship.
Yep. And there's a damn harpoon up there,
Just
right
in
near
case.
the escape hatch.
Just in case
Yeah,
anything goes down.
and he's got to make a quick escape.
Ambassadors
needs a
have to do
weapon.
that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do.
There could be a hostile takeover. You just never know.
That's like a to-go box. That's a to-go weapon.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on the way out. Better grab my harpoon just in case.
Better grab my 8-foot long harpoon and conceal it.
You never know. You run into a rogue whale.
Do they have whales up here? Do you think,
Oh, yeah.
or do they have just small?
Yeah, what they got what they call them narwhals.
Okay. Now what is that?
Well, it's sort of like a fish unicorn.
Oh
Yep.
damn.
That's
they
what
got,
I
they
think
got
of.
that one horn sticking out about 19 feet out their nose, sort of like a unicorn.
It's like a radar detector. It's just barely out of the water, 20 feet in
I
front
thought
of
it
them.
was sort of like a walking stick.
Yeah.
They kind of probe around, make
Shit,
sure they
there's a
ain't going
boat.
to bump into something.
Yeah, that's a dock.
Coming up on the sandbar. Got to watch out.
Yeah. I need to turn around. It is majestic, and there's God Almighty. If these windows could talk,
But they can't. But
No.
I mean, if they could.
You can't,
Yeah.
but if they could.
there's so
they'd
many
probably-
windows in here. Hell, you can't do nothing in secret.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, you can't run around naked in here too.
Or
Well,
throw stones.
It's
So,
majestic. I've never seen windows this size. If I needed to escape a fire, these are my kind of windows.
That'd be your jumping window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, no one else can see them either because the camera's pointing this way. So they think I'm talking about this window. They're like, yeah, his fat ass ain't getting through that window.
No.
Plus, there's all that shit in the way.
They're going to get hung up.
I was gonna say you're gonna get netted. Is what you're gonna get.
I'm
You
gonna
get caught.
lured. Now, I wonder if these are the lures that the ambassador used to, harness
fish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fish, whales,
Well, the
narwhals.
strange thing about it is that there's a whole lot more than lures up there.
Yes. A lot
There's
more.
implements and devices.
Yeah, it seems like a damn trove of treasures. To
Bobbers.
be honest
We got
with
sunglasses. Look, we got a mask up there. Underwater mask, so you see underwater. Scissors.
COVID
Cell
times.
phone.
you. So that proves COVID time all the way back to I saw a pair of dang Ray-Bans up there. It looks like from 1983.
Butter knife. Someone wants you to smile with an earring or a pendant. What language do they speak up here in? Where is Nova Scotia? Where the fuck we at?
Where we at?
It's in Canada,
Just go to Canada and turn right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
I guess.
and it's a
It's
land. It's a landlocked. Is it landlocked?
No.
It's got water.
Well, I mean, I know it's this lake.
You ever
Well,
heard of the Atlantic Ocean? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounded by, is it a peninsula?
No.
Yeah.
No, y'all think like Florida and Hawaii. No, we're not near those. I mean,
We're
no,
talking
we
about, are we
should've-
talking more like Gulf,
No.
No, I mean, I know not there, like, geographically. I'm saying, like,
Are we in the
toilet
Gulf of
bowl.
Nova Scotia?
Like, is there, like, Nova Scotia and then there's a toilet bowl of water? Like the Gulf of Mexico?
No.
no.
I don't know where we're at then.
Well, all I know is, yeah.
I know we're up somewhere towards the right. If
Yeah.
you're looking at a map, that way.
We way above the Mason-Dixon line.
I
Way
yeah.
above.
Yeah.
Up above Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
I got you. I know where we're at.
They don't talk like we do up here.
No, they from across the other side of the pond.
God Almighty, they're friendly though. The
Mhm.
most friendly people I've ever met, I think. And I met some real friendly. Hey, how you doing? Do you have a nephew?
Mhm.
Just trying to get to know you real intimately.
Yeah, real too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And also, no, I don't have a nephew.
Well, I've got 4 new shirts. Like 4 guys gave me the shirt off their back
Oh,
for no reason.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for it. I don't need shirts.
Yeah, I was
have
wearing a
shirts.
shirt.
Yeah, I have shirts. I have extra shirts.
Yeah.
I packed accordingly.
yeah,
But up here, man, they'll give you a shirt off their back like nothing else.
yeah.
I think up
Means
here's
nothing
where
to 'em.
a lot of the planes flew when on 9/11. Didn't a lot of them come up?
Yeah.
Up in here.
A lot of them crossed the
But
border,
I'll
and
have to ask the ambassador this evening when he gets out of.
Those
work.
communications.
yeah, they. I
See
think
where
they
they
did. They
came
brought
in.
them up here, and they.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh yeah,
That's the ambassador.
Hey, yeah. He gonna say, hey, tell them where Nova Scotia's at.
yeah.
Yeah, for God's sake, y'all are embarrassing us.
Listen, if you, Nova Scotia, so everybody can find it. All right, go to Oak Island, because everybody knows where Oak Island's at. Go to Oak Island, take a left, and you'll be in
It's on the
Nova Scotia.
Discovery Channel.
Yeah, oh, that's exactly right. Yeah.
I can't.
We've
Can't
been
go there.
invited over to Oak Island after
Yeah,
the
you
podcast.
go watch them dig.
Yeah.
And they just
Yeah.
digging all
They've
the
been digging a
time.
while.
Well, they want us to help them dig.
That's a damn
You know.
falcon out there. Shit.
Ooh, that's falcon.
Yeah,
Well, now they do have some bald eagles up here.
yeah. Well,
They're,
no, I think those
endangered
are.
species.
I think those are American.
They are. They can live here though.
Eh.
They visit, like
With-
kind of like we do.
Yeah, with
like
the
the
It's a
right.
geese.
vacation home. for
Just like
them,
the
you know?
geese down in the Canada geese. They
Yeah.
come. They've got passports. They,
Oh yeah, they are
can
frequent
cross the
flyers.
border.
Come and hang around, then go home.
No,
you
it's
know.
Canadian geese, isn't it?
No,
Okay.
Mm-mm.
If they're from here, though, are they Canadian geese?
Nova Scotia.
they Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Canada goose.
Yeah. What is Canada Dry?
Well, that'd be ginger ale.
Yeah, I thought they were talking about like the climate of the. It's like a thing like you got that southern, what is it?
Humidity.
Yeah, I thought it's like it's Canada Dry. You come up there, shit,
Ain't gonna rain.
Not a-
inside.
Ain't gonna rain.
Desert.
not a lick of moisture to be found.
No.
And then I saw the lake and I was like, well, that's bullshit.
Well, damn it.
Yeah.
Well, now I think you are right because the altitude's so high. I think it is a little bit drier, so you're not, completely off.
Yeah.
Have we get a higher altitude just because we went north?
I think so. We're.
Yeah.
I feel like that. Once you go norther,
Norther.
you get drier air.
Yeah.
And that's why when you go up north, like people in Boston, New York, they all have those scratchy throats because they constantly have laryngitis, pneumonia. I mean, a damn sinus infection. You know.
Well, I
Talk
thought
like that.
you went to drier climates to clear that up.
Well, maybe I have it twisted.
I think what this
Shit.
is commonly referred to as an indictment on the American educational system.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be a representative of that.
No.
There are a lot
Too late.
smarter people than me in America.
It's too late.
Let's not get it twisted. I
proclaimed.
took a class in college.
Nah, I did. I signed up for college and then I didn't go. Their call and roll that first day. They just kept calling my name and I wasn't there.
Caleb.
Like Bueller.
Yeah.
King.
Bueller.
They made it too difficult, honestly. If the thing about college is,
You got to go.
yeah, but
That's the tough part.
A requirement, you got to show up.
you're paying them a lot of money to go, learn.
To teach
But then you don't even have to go if you don't want to.
Well, my thing is, luckily I never paid, but I signed
That's
up.
where you go in.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I go and I'm going to sign up, right? because I didn't do it at school. You know, in high school, they'll come and be like, hey, you can fill out an application to go to, you know, technical school right here, and, you know, we'll waive the fee. I'm like, whatever. You know, I'm not going to school.
Sign me up.
I'm going to money. I'm going to find money.
I'm going to be a treasure hunter.
Yeah. I'm going to Oak Island. So I skipped the app, and then summer came around, and I didn't do shit, and then I was like, well, I might need to go to school or something. So I went
August came around, and you're like, man, normally I go to school right now.
Yeah, I should probably go.
Probably
find a school and go to it. So I went to the campus and walked in, and nobody was helpful. I was like, hey, you know, I'm here to sign up for the fall school. They said, you mean the fall semester? I was like,
Whatever
I don't care.
Whatever y'all call it.
I don't care who's teaching it, you know.
School time, fall.
So I'll go in, and they're like, oh, well, you need to go down there. So I go, and they're like, here, fill this out. It was like going to the DMV. So I go, and I fill it out, and take it back, like, all right, it's $40. I was like, can you just roll it into whatever I'm going to pay later? They're like, no, you got to pay it now. So I get my debit card out, like, cash only. I'm like, this doesn't seem official.
Yeah, this seems. Are you going to give me a receipt? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
So I paid
$40.
Give them, and I said, they're like, all right. I said, well, what happens now? They're like, oh, we'll call you. I was like,
what? No.
So the next day, someone calls me, and they said, hey, we need you to come back to school to sign up for your classes. I was like, well, I could have done that yesterday. I was there, you know. Yeah, come on back. I was like, all right. So I go back, sit down with this lady, and she's like, all right, what do you want to take? I was like, I don't know. What do I have to take? I figured y'all were telling me, like, hey, you go to these classes.
This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
We've looked at your record, and here's what we recommend for you.
Yeah, basically that's what I was asking. And she was like, well, no, you can take anything you want. And I was like, well, you know, I'll take the food class. I'll take PE. I'll take drawing, you know.
Art.
Yeah, I'll take early art. So I sign up for all these classes, and she's like, all right, now what's your major going to be? I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
What's that?
So finally she explains.
Have I already ranked up?
Yeah.
That's what your question was.
Yeah, I was like,
okay, what's the next rank?
I was a damn sergeant. You know? So
I'm already a major.
I'm already a major, damn it. I
so
didn't even
finally
know.
she explains that you got to take certain classes to get a degree. And I was like, well, if I just take enough random classes, what'll that get me? She was like, you know, debt.
Yeah.
So she steers me in the right direction, gets me signed up for, you know, hell, I don't even know what the major was. Probably business.
Oh, it was just business.
Yeah, just loose.
No, it was business.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I went to school for, too. Business.
Generic business.
Business.
Of any kind.
Yeah. Want to be a businessman.
So, yeah, that was basically. I just want to have a briefcase at some point in my life.
That's really all I.
So she signs me up for all this stuff. She's like, all right, here's the first day of class, and we'll see you there. I'm like, cool. That was all she told me. Not, here's where you go when you get here. Here's what time that class starts, and here's what you do after that. So, first day of class, I roll up to the front of the building, walk in.
Buzz the horn.
Get out of mom's car.
Yeah,
No.
I'm like, you know, I walk in, and there's a person walking the hallway. I say, hey, I'm here for class. What class? I don't know.
You got a schedule?
What's your major? I said, business. I said, well, you're in the right building. I said, sweet. Where's my class? I said, I don't know. I was like, well, shit. So
I need help.
I wandered around for about 2 hours and finally poked my head in a class that was already going on, you know. Went in there, sat down, and they stopped the whole damn class. They're like, can we help you? I was like, I don't know.
Can you?
I wish.
That's what we're here to find out.
I don't know where
I
I'm
wish you
supposed to be.
could.
They're like, you're not in this class. I was like, you don't even know my name. So they made me leave, and after that, I just got back in my car and went home. You know, and then Mom said, how was your first day? I said, I don't know.
I don't know. I tried.
Yeah. Never went back.
Well, you don't have to. Well, nowadays you don't have to
Right.
because, you know. I think as a society, we went from, you know, early on, you didn't have to have, you know, a college. It was for, you know, smarts.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, people realized, hey, you know, there are more smart people that, you know, haven't gone to college. So
Yeah.
you don't have to do that. You
Right.
can, you can go get a job. You can do whatever you want. And now we're going back to people are finally realizing, hey, you don't have to have a degree to, you know, do science.
Yeah. You can do that on your own.
You can do that at home.
Random science.
Yeah.
You just won't get paid for it.
Yeah,
You
and
just
no one
won't-
will give a shit about what you discover.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's gonna read your thesis on it. So.
I found out that red mud stains white shoes. We're like, That's not a science experiment.
Yeah, everyone in the South knew that.
Yeah.
But no, man, I think you don't need. I don't know, man. My opinion on college is different because I went to it, didn't like it, tried it. I tried it for a long while. I got about halfway through.
Yeah.
And
you was
then
a semester away, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I could still go back and get a degree.
Yeah.
I could take 6 months and do it, but I don't want to.
I could take about 16 minutes and print you a damn degree. I don't need to.
I knew you could,
And
brother.
listen, dude,
I knew you could.
If anyone, I'm not saying this is a thing, but if I went to apply for a job, I got 10 years experience in business now.
Mm-hmm.
If they said, "Hey, what kind of degree do you got?" I said, "Well, what do you need for this job?" They're like, "What is it?" I said, "Because I can have one tomorrow." Because a degree ain't shit. It's just a piece of paper that says, "Yeah, you attended school."
Yeah, you went to this.
You have the ability to comprehend some of this information.
Exactly.
Yeah, and regurgitate it.
Yeah. And so I'll just make whatever I need, honestly. If somebody asked me for my diploma a couple weeks ago, I was getting
that's funny.
My new real ID. They said, "You got your high school diploma?" I said, "Bitch, I ain't learning shit no more. I'm trying to drive a car and get on an airplane."
That's literally all I need.
"Why do you need it?" She's like, "We got to make a copy of it." I said, "For what?" I said, "There's plenty of people who drive scooters and shit who never finished elementary school.
Who don't even have to have any ID, much less the real one."
Right.
So
we almost got in a fist fight. But I would never
I've
hit
been
a
trying
lady.
to get my real ID for almost 2 years now, and I ain't been successful yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they thought you were going to college.
Yep. They must have, because
Yeah.
the Social Security card that I carried around in my billfold for years and held on to
For 53 years.
Yeah.
it ain't worth paper. It was printed on.
Like a
It
damn
went to
gold
shit.
bar.
it means nothing
The
apparently.
birth certificate parents give me, had it in safe deposit box for all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't worth paper it's written on.
Damn. Just imagine that, Earl. You might not even be from America.
I may not be.
Well,
I
you
could
might be off the
I
grid.
could be an illegal immigrant.
Yeah,
No,
what the
this
fuck
might
you paying
be-
all them taxes for?
Ah.
Yeah, what you doing?
Yeah.
You're not even real, Earl, and you paying taxes.
I know. Well, I was paying taxes. I ain't paying them no more.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Now that's what I like. That if you went to do all that and they're like, "Well, this ain't valid." Oh, that also ain't valid. So, well, I must be off the grid then. They're like, kinda.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna need a hefty tax refund
Mm-hmm.
that I paid in by mistake.
Either that or you need to rob a bank.
Yeah,
Because if they catch you, they know who you are. You ain't got to worry about your permanent record.
That's right.
You
You can
remember
just
back
tell
in
him your
school when we
name's
had
John
the
Doe.
permanent record.
Oh yeah,
Well, it ain't permanent, is it?
No.
You find out 50 years later, it's not permanent.
it's not permanent because
Every teacher at school told us a lie.
Yeah.
It's going
Oh,
to
it's
be in your
going
permanent
to
record.
follow you. It's going to follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be
And
on
I was
your
like,
permanent record.
is it?
That was my thing. They're like, it's going to follow you to the next grade. I was like, well, why don't you let me hold on to it and I'll be sure to pass it along. And they're like, well, we don't do it like that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. I thought so.
Yeah, because I'll print a damn degree on the back of that thing. Start making
Masters.
copies. Yeah.
The more I think about it, it's kind of amazing we actually got a passport
Yeah.
to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think once they saw mine, they're like, ugh, whatever. They kind of let me through. They didn't want to deal with me in the extra security. But then they saw Earl and they were like, he's good. He's got a government
he pretty
government
legit.
clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Earl
I mean,
didn't
I'm
even
not-
do it. He didn't show any ID. He didn't flash a badge. He was just like,
Nothing.
I'm Earl.
That's Earl.
And they were like, oh, shit, come on.
Come on, Earl.
Yeah. Whoever's with you, come on.
They looked at him and said, he got a clean permanent record. I
there
guarantee
you
it.
go.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
And we couldn't prove it otherwise if he didn't.
Yeah,
'Cause we
that's
don't really know who he is.
Yeah. I wonder how often that happens, though. Like, when you travel abroad, now I'm sure it's more strenuous, but I wonder if there's somebody out there, surely there is, who's just checking people, and they're like, I just don't give a shit about this job, or the safety of Americans.
go on.
Or the
just come on
just
through.
go on. National security.
See, that's the
Who
thing.
cares?
That's what blows my mind about this real ID.
Yeah.
They keep putting off when it's going to take effect, but eventually, apparently, it's going to take effect.
Right.
Well, there's probably no telling what percentage of the American people that ain't got the credentials
Yeah.
to be able to get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't mean to go political here, but I mean, you just think about all these, what they're now calling these illegal immigrants. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How are they ever going to show up for their court date? Because I think one of the things they're doing it is you got to have this real ID
Get
To
the
get in the
courtroom.
Yeah.
Well, if you've come across the border with no birth certificate, no dang Social Security card,
Mm-hmm.
no, How you ever gonna show up for your court date?
They're gonna do it old school. They're gonna go out on the front steps and start, giving shit away.
Say,
Like,
Jose,
hey,
come here.
One.
Where y'all at?
yeah.
I reckon it just blows my mind.
And they're not
now
even gonna
that-
have paperwork out there. They're gonna, what'd you do? Robbed the bank. Well, shit, that's 10 years. Get out
That's
of here.
10 years, you're fine.
Come back to court on next Tuesday. That's the first day of class.
Somebody will help you find your class.
Yeah, we'll help you find it.
So happy Boxing Day from Lake Banook.
Lake Banook, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Lake Banook is it's fairly well known, not for the lake, but for a man that lives here.
Old man Banook.
No,
Mr. Banu.
this gentleman's I think he's like 89 years old now, or 99 years old, or something like that. The most famous resident of Lake Banook, Mr. Clary.
Mr. Clary.
Clary. Mm-hmm.
What's he famous for?
He's the one that, batteries, like AAA batteries and C batteries and D batteries. He's the one that come up with the AAA and the C and the D and all that. He's the one-
them.
Yeah.
Give them the letters.
Yeah. Say no B batteries, and I wonder why. I mean, but he is a black man, so I thought, well, maybe his wife said, "Oh no, you ain't doing that." I don't know. I mean,
B batteries.
Yeah.
B is for battery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep other.
So that's what he's well known for, famous for, and
Well, we'll have to look him up here after a while.
yeah, I'd like to talk to him. I'd like to know why he just skip right over B. I mean, A, double A, triple A, and C.
Well, why ain't they C's, double C's, and triple C's?
Well, that's C. You have to ask him that.
we
That's
need
what.
to talk. We got to go find old man Clarity.
We got to
Yeah.
figure out the logic behind this because it doesn't make sense.
What letter is a car battery?
H.
Double
That's like-
D.
yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you put down 2 D batteries in a sock, you kill anybody.
Mm-hmm.
A D battery weighs about a pound and a half piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why he would skip that letter.
Yeah, I don't.
That makes sense.
I guess we'll talk to him.
Well, if we can
find out. I'd
Yeah.
like to know.
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The cell service up here is terrible.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't think they have a lot of. They don't have a lot of those AT&T trees.
that's right.
The towers that look like trees. These are real.
There's real
These
trees.
are from the Lord trees. These are not from AT&T. And if it was AT&T, it wouldn't work worth a shit no way.
Yeah, let's be honest. It wouldn't work.
No. No. They have Dollar Trees up here, like they do in America,
Yeah.
but they're called Canadian Dollar Trees. Yeah.
They're only worth about half as much.
So what, like 52 cents or
Yeah.
52 trees or something?
Basically. But they're a lot nicer. We went in one and the Dollar Trees in the South, because I don't go to Dollar Trees often unless I'm really, really,
Especially down up north.
hurt
Man,
my
I
money.
was gonna say I love going to Dollar Trees.
Well, then you will understand this probably more clearly than I did. But
Yes.
every Dollar Tree, unless it's less than 6 months old, if it's a newborn Dollar Tree,
Yep.
it's probably okay.
Infant Dollar Trees.
Yeah. But if it's more than 6 months old, it looks like a damn tornado decorated inside.
It does.
It's just shit
It does.
everywhere.
Well, it's like a flea market, really. I mean, it's
Like
everything's
a
a dollar
mini
flea
Big
market.
Lots.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
that's
just
what it is.
everything's thrown
And I'll
out.
tell you something else about that. Everything's not $1 in Dollar Tree.
No.
Because I went in and a lady at the door with me, everything's $1, everything's $1. Cool, man.
Well,
So I
now,
got like
I've
23
never-
items and went to the cashier. She said $23. I said, nope, everything's $1.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, that would have worried me initially because she treated you the way she did. Because I've never, ever, ever been greeted at a Dollar Tree. No one's ever said hello, good morning, good day, thanks for coming in, how are you, do you need
None of that.
anything, where's this?
Well, she didn't work there.
No.
No.
She was just screaming. Oh, God. Yeah, you went to one of those. You went to those American Dollar Trees.
Yeah. Usually a Dollar Tree in the South. I had to go in one the other day to find I needed a disposable cooler. One that doesn't have a long lifespan.
Well, they have them there.
They do, but they are Dollar Tree. You know,
half the size probably.
They are.
I mean,
They look like caskets for kittens.
yeah,
That's the size they are.
kitten cat. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they could be used today.
That's right. Could be used hamsters,
the next
gerbils.
time you lose a cat, I got you covered.
Dollar Tree's where to go.
Yeah,
It's
because I
gotta be
used it
big.
for about an hour. That's all I needed it for. You know, to keep some ribeyes I got there cold till they got home.
Oh,
And
I didn't know Dollar Tree sold ribeye.
oh,
They
they
do.
do.
They
Oh,
do.
they do. It's not good.
I wouldn't.
I was going to
recommend
say, I'm not sure about the quality you're going to get there,
Oh,
but
no, that's that shank steak.
Does it actually say ribeye on there? Or does it say
Yeah.
like, you know, back foot? Or something?
it.
Yeah,
It
you
says
really-
ribeye.
It says-
But it's in quotes.
Yeah, it is separate. It's not one word. It's rib eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Some type of meat.
suspect.
Not,
It's gray before you cook it.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'd get that.
I thought it was beef jerky the first time I saw it. I was like,
Once you cook it, it basically is.
Mm.
You know, it is tougher than nails.
Don't
but-
buy your steaks there.
No. But there was a guy walking out of the one that I was going in, and he was really friendly. He's like, "Hey, my name's Jeff." I was like, "All right,
Hey, Jeff.
yeah." I mean, I didn't know him,
Good to see you.
you know, but he was
what you do now? Hey, Jeff.
Because you was in Nova Scotia, you didn't know him, did you?
no. So, but he was like, "Hey, my name's Jeff." I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." You know, and he said, "You doing okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm just here to get some ribeyes." He said, "Well, I'm headed out, man. I'm going to my AA meeting." I said, "Okay." I mean,
All right.
He said, you want to go?
No,
You wanna join me?
He was just telling me, you know, and he said, "Going to my AA meeting." I said, "Okay, well, that's okay." He said, 17 days sober. I said, "Good for you, Jeff." You
Good
know,
for
I
you.
walked in, he walked off. And then a thought crossed my mind about Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous or whoever. When you go to those meetings, and I've never been, you know.
Yeah.
You have, you can tell him.
Yeah, I think
Somebody
so.
here's been.
You ain't got the chip yet.
But I thought it's a good thing that I don't know, it's probably not even good, but they do these meetings to try to help people stay accountable and not be alcoholics or drug users. It's Alcoholics Anonymous, but the first thing you do when you get there is, "Hey, my name's Jeff. I've been an alcoholic for 14 years. So it's only anonymous for the first 30 seconds.
The anonymity
After
is
that.
gone,
Yeah.
brother. You know who I am, and you know my worst, probably, aspect of my life.
Yeah.
I'm an alcoholic.
So they need to rename it, one, or they need to just give, you know, when you walk in the door, they give you a fake name. Hey, you're Terry today. You know.
yeah. Now, see, I could get down with that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a lot more fun. I
Because
feel
then
like.
it's still anonymous.
Yeah.
You know, but then they're all, you know, I think it's probably been thought of, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a good idea because it leads them down a slippery slope. That you walk in there, like,
Aliases and you know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
deception.
Hide your
deception.
problem.
Yeah, hide
Okay,
your
you lie
problem.
about your name. Okay, you
Yeah.
probably lied about your drug use too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. My name's Terry, and I've been sober for 11 weeks.
now.
Yeah, and then the
Started
next
last
person,
night.
yeah, the next person comes in and says, "Hey, I am Randy, and I've been sober for 45 minutes." You know, it's like, well,
Have you, Randy?
I thought about
Yeah.
AA. I thought about AA a lot. You know, them people going AA. I mean, they've had problems.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought about
but
it.
I'm gonna tell you what's got real problem. That's if you in the AAA. It's all about that.
yeah,
And they advertise on TV and stuff. So
yeah.
Mhm.
How do
you
you
got to go to the AAA.
how do you be a member of AAA?
Is it like a
You kicked
Mason?
out of AA.
There you go.
That's
So
right.
next tier.
I was going to say
farm
you're
tier.
Oh, that's right.
of AA.
That's what
yeah.
it is. You can working your way up.
You
or
can't cut
down.
it. If you can't cut it in AA, you get bumped down to AAA.
So
Going to the minor leagues, dog. Minor
So
leagues.
what is it after? What's the next level above AA? Just A.
It's A.
Yes.
Well, no, you go
There's
from
no
A.
B.
You go
You
from
know, you can't have
AA
B.
no, ain't no bees.
to being a gooder person than you
Okay.
were before you were in AA.
Yeah.
You know,
I can see that.
that's the
You said a gooder person.
a gooder person.
Well, again, an indictment of the education
Gooder
system.
person. A good person. I mean, I can speak fluently. I just like. I like how the words
So the
sound.
Chinese.
Yeah, I like word. You know, I like mixing words up that don't make sense or not words. You know.
Sure.
Hey, I learn new words
Look how
every
far
week.
this
so.
has gotten you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I learn something new every week, so y'all can't make fun of it.
I used to have that app on my phone that would teach me a new word every day. It was called the dictionary app. Well, if you need a new app.
The source app.
And
Yeah,
it
those
would,
two.
yeah, I should have had that app, honestly, because that would be more.
I know a lot of generic words. I don't know a lot of fancy adjectives for them.
Yeah.
Make them sound better.
Right.
Better.
Better.
That's the only better.
But you might want to get you one of them
Synonym
one of them,
books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them.
book. I got one. I don't read it.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
You
know.
didn't have to say that. We kind of knew that.
There's a lot of
Figure that out.
up here. These things are almost full. They're like at capacity right now.
He's just running out the door, grabs a tiny book. He's like, I'm gonna use this thesaurus today. He gets to work. It's just a Gideon Bible. He's like, yeah, this one ain't gonna help me in this.
6, 12, half a dozen. It'll help
And I
me.
don't read these words anyway.
So,
I can't read.
but I had that app, and it would send me a notification like 8 o'clock every morning, and it would say, the word of today is minuscule, or whatever it was. And it's minuscule means very small or tiny. And I was like, sweet. So I try to throw it in throughout the day, and it worked for a long time, and it honestly helped me become a better talker. And
Help you verbal.
What was the word again?
talker.
No.
Oh, minuscule. Minuscule. Yeah.
That was the one that broke the camel's
See,
back.
y'all teaching me something today, because I thought minuscule was like a, I don't know, a school for midgets,
Minuscule.
Yeah.
Could be.
Mhm.
You could
Small
phrase it as
school.
that.
Well,
Or like an
I mean,
elementary school.
Yeah.
If you were, spinning a tall tale, you could work that in and people would believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do that often. I will try. One thing about me is I try to convince people of ridiculous things for fun.
Well, you're a storyteller.
Yeah.
You're a storyteller. Modern day storyteller.
Sage.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Yeah.
And when they told me that word, it was like, it's a spice. And I was like, sure.
Whatever.
And, put
Don't
it on
believe
deviled
it.
eggs. I'm like, I don't think it goes on deviled eggs.
No, you're thinking of something else.
And so I will try to convince people of ridiculous feats or tales or whatever, just to see if I can sell it to them.
So, in other words, the story you told me about how much I'm going to get paid for doing this show may or may not be true.
I have to stay in practice.
Okay, I understand.
We're constantly practicing.
Yeah.
So,
So
I understand now.
yeah. Now when
Now, for
when we get back in the black on this show, we will be
When that time comes,
that's right.
we will
Oh,
parcel,
I didn't hear that part of
we
it.
will parcel out the singles quickly.
That's right.
And hell, that might be why Trey left.
Yeah.
He couldn't stand the
I
pain.
was gonna say
Yeah.
maybe he finally realized he's like, okay, wait a minute,
Yeah,
we're back paying. We're good. We're good.
we're
for
logging it.
We're good for it.
We're logging your hours. Just hang in there with us.
That's what we're doing. We're logging it and banking it up. Unfortunately, I think there's probably going to be a fire.
I'm no arson investigator, but I can tell there's probably going to be a fire there.
Yeah, we have a lot of the needed accoutrements for fire. Wood, paper, sparks,
yes.
Lighter.
gas, a lighter.
That reminds me of Earl Larvett. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Now, Earl, let me ask you this: you got a camping spot?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what's the difference between a camp? Do you have a camper?
Yes.
And what's the difference between a camper and an RV?
Well, in my mind, now this may not be technically correct.
Yeah.
This is one of the things
camper-
I'm going to try to convince you of right here.
Respectively, Earl.
I'm going to try your trick. A camper is what you can hook to another vehicle
Okay.
and take it somewhere and unhook it and leave it, and it's a campsite.
And camp.
Now, an RV is the thing you get in and you drive the whole shebang
Uh-huh.
to Nashville. No, not Nashville.
What does RV stand for?
Recreational vehicular.
Okay. And then
Now we're getting
camper
somewhere.
stands for
Your ass is camping.
yeah. Yeah.
Your lucky ass ain't in the
Now,
tent. That's what it stands
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, you get started up and get warm.
Yeah.
Get that.
On a scale of
1 to 2.
no.
One day.
On a scale of like Mini Cooper or Volkswagen Beetle to transfer truck, what size camper do you feel like you have? Or you have, we feel like you might have.
Pinto.
No, a Kia Rogue.
Okay, that'll work.
You know.
I got you.
Yes. Well, the
See,
reason
like
I
these
asked
new ones these days got all these what they call the slide outs and the pop up. See, mine ain't got none of that. It's just got a couple of windows you can roll out. You know.
Yeah, roll them out right fast. Not good for escaping a fire.
No.
Yeah, well, I was just curious because I gotta get up to Nashville soon, and I have
I did have a camper, but never mind.
Yeah.
Not an RV though.
Yeah, it was an RV.
Yeah. Do you camp often?
No.
Oh.
But it didn't improve the site yesterday. Thursday. Thursday.
Okay.
Put me a building on it.
Okay.
So now I got the camper and the storage building.
Nice. You put a bathroom in the storage building?
Not yet.
Now you got you a plot.
There you go. Now this is it amongst? Well, what I'm getting at basically is a lot of campsites are infested with sex offenders. And
How would you know this? I mean,
Well-
I'm just wrong.
There's a registry.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's known.
yeah. And when you get on the registry and you look, because I
Oh, it's
I need
scary.
to know-
Don't do it unless you're prepared
Yeah,
to
I
know
need
that
to
there's
know
sex offenders near you.
who's living near me. Some of them I can tell clearly by sight. Mexican. Or Spanish. Sorry.
Yeah.
And nothing, not knocking that at all. I'm just saying I can tell. Not
Yeah,
white.
you have eyes, and yeah.
you can tell.
Yeah.
Just don't say Canadian. Don't whatever you do. Where
Right.
you can.
We gotta whisper that around here. Hell, this ambassador building's probably bugged. He's probably hearing all this.
He already knows.
Anyway, but so I checked out the registry to see in my immediate area how many there were, and within a 3-mile radius of my house, there's 5. Yes, and that's what I made that same face. I was like, ugh. So I
It's
got
not
some
something you want
guns,
to find out.
and yeah, and luckily, dude, I don't have no kids. So I don't think sex offender is just children, but I don't want to run the risk.
Yeah, you can't afford to be wrong.
Well, no,
man.
you can't. Because if you, God forbid, you let your dog out one night and he disappears.
Yeah,
Was he dog napped or was he,
yeah, molested.
offended?
Yeah, yeah,
It's not something you want to have to worry about. So you got your guns.
right. And I don't want to have to.
So you're a little nervous about some sex offender coming up on you and
Not so much me, but just near me.
You're just near your property.
Yeah, I had one guy there. So there's a road that runs behind my house, and
Nobody
there's
touching your boats.
yeah, and there's a line of like tree underbrush and bushes.
Something that could be bush hogged.
should have been for a while. And I was out there grilling one day on the porch, and some guy just comes walking through the bushes between my house and my neighbor's house.
And that's not a walkway. Let's make it
No.
pretty clear. This is
No.
y'all's yards.
Yeah. I said, hey, what are you doing? So I'm just cutting through, get over here to the road. I said, nah, this ain't a cut through. He said, well, I just, trying to get there a little quicker. I said, you trying to get to heaven?
Get to heaven quicker.
And he looked at me and he said, huh? I said, are you ready to die? And he said, what? I said, get the fuck out of here.
Not a cut through.
Yeah. And he turned and crawled back through those bushes.
wonder
That's
how long you've been
hilarious.
in bushes to start with.
Yeah, I don't know.
You knew he wasn't just cutting through. Let's be honest. He saw
He's scoping out
some-
gas
yeah.
tanks and shit.
He saw a piece of wood over there he could take, and pawn off for $2.
And a piece of meat on the grill.
Yeah.
Well, now that I didn't think about that. You were grilling,
Yeah.
so
He smelled whatever I was cooking.
he's hungry.
Yeah, he smelled what the K was cooking, and he said, "Hey,
He said, "Get the fuck out of here! You want to die?"
yeah." When you ask someone, "Are you ready to die?" it changes the tone of the conversation.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly,
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
And another thing that I like to practice, in addition to telling tales and selling people on stories, is the I don't have a name for it, but if I was to call it something, it's stone facing people, where I can be joking and look like a bad car accident just happened right in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and be stone faced the whole time and not give anything away. Good poker face, I think, is what people would say.
Yep.
But I don't know how to play poker.
No, we don't even know where to.
So yeah, and I don't. I can play online very well, but there's no face to face.
I was born a gambling man.
Yeah.
I know how to play poker.
But I like to do that as well. So when I asked him if he was ready to die, and he looked into my eyes, he thought, I'm finna die. I better go back to where I came from.
Put the fear of the good Lord in him.
Mm-hmm.
And the smell of good steak in him too. So you not only did you send him away with, a lesson learned, but also some, hope that he could get a steak that good one day.
Yeah, you ain't getting none of my Dollar Tree ribeye.
Yeah, dude. These cost a lot put together.
Yeah, all of them were expensive.
The lot of this was a lot, individually.
Do y'all have
pretty good
those
price.
guys that come around still trying to sell meat out of their back of their truck?
Oh yeah.
What the hell's up with that?
It's kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's kangaroo.
They could make more money if they just were own up to it and say it's exotic meat instead of saying, hey, this is beautiful steak, raised in Austin, Texas. Like,
Yeah, don't tell me it's tuna. Tell me what it is.
Yeah.
It's whale.
Yeah.
Beluga.
Yeah.
Be honest.
From the Jungle Book?
I think it's baloo.
Yeah.
Bare necessity.
What lake are we on?
Baruch.
Not baloo, but nuke.
Banuk.
I'm going to get it here in a minute.
There's a big cattle farm, I don't know, a few miles from here, 10 or 12 miles. And the other day, after we got in here, luckily, I was wandering around, right around, looking around, and saw this big cattle farm. And I said, dang, I didn't think about Canada having cattle farms. I mean,
Yeah.
But
I don't even know what
They gotta
they eat
eat up here too.
well, yes, I guess. I mean,
other than Canadian bacon.
yeah.
Just ham, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I
But
hate
it's
it.
it's a big one too. I mean, there's I don't know how many head of cows they had, but I mean, there's a bunch of them out there. And like I say, it just kind of took me back that I didn't think about it. In Texas, I'd say, well, heck yeah,
There's some steers out there.
Yeah, but in Canada, it just kind of caught me off guard, I guess. I don't know.
It's all them big bull horns.
You thought they didn't have a big moose farm up
Well,
there?
I didn't know. Well,
Goose farm.
Reindeer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was riding by it, so when I was gonna stop taking pictures, what I was gonna do, because I was in Nova Scotia and we got a cattle farm. But anyway,
check out these Canadian
so I pull
cows.
over and the man says, I guess he's the owner, the farmer, whatever you'll call him, cattle rancher or whatever he is.
He could have been a
I pull over,
farmhand.
taking a picture, and here he comes. And I said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm just taking a picture." He said, "For what?" I said, "I'm just taking a picture, man."
Research.
I've never been to Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that's what he
I
said.
didn't
And-
expect y'all to have cows.
he said, "You never seen a cow or steers or bulls before?" I said, "Yeah, I seen them before, but I'm in Nova Scotia. And I didn't think about y'all." He said, "Well, I tell you what, do hang on just a few minutes, and we got a new bull coming." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." He said, he said he'll be the biggest one we got here. I said, dang, because he had some big ones out there. I mean, I could see there was, I don't know how many bulls, but there's probably, say there was 3 bulls, there was, I don't know, 40 heifers, cows, or whatever you call them down there, And,
Thick ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Heifers.
me and him were leaning against the fence there, and he was telling me about the farm and everything. I said, well, them 3 bulls standing right there, what they doing? He said, no, they standing right there. That's their lady friend down there. I said, what you mean? He said, well, they bulls, and
They make sex to them heifers and create more heifers.
kind of what he said. And but he put it more
They
bluntly.
do sex. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, he put it more bluntly.
I said, well, they just standing there. He said, yeah, they talking it over. I said, talking what over? He said, a new bull. I told you I'm getting a new bull.
Yeah.
I said, you kind of lost me. I said, what you mean they talking over? He said, well, they telling each other, like one there, he'll say, see them 30 cows down there, then my cow. When that new bull gets here, I'm going to tell him that's my cow. He better not be messing with my cows.
Mm-hmm.
And the second will say, well, that 10 down there, that's mine. I'm going to tell this big bull, it's mine. You don't mess with them. And the third one said, well, I ain't got but 5, but I'm going to tell him the same thing. I'll kick his ass if he tries to. I said, you're pretty funny. I said, that's what they said. He said, yeah. And about that time, the trailer pulled up with that big bull. And I'm going to tell you something. It's one of them longhorns, got horns that stick outside of his head way out there.
Oh, he had to go out sideways.
A big trailer, and this one's in there.
He looked like a big fat bitch walking into the Golden Corral. Don't he?
Exactly. Them bulls out here, they weigh 600-800 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, this thing here, he had to weigh 1,500 pounds. That's how big he was.
Yeah,
They had to turn his head sideways to get his horns out of that trailer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they finally got him out, and here he is, twice the size of all them, just big old horn sticking way out here, and
You got to be careful. Sean Teal want to do a damn workout plan, doing pull-ups on his horns.
yeah.
Fucking insanity,
And so I'm looking at the farmer, cause it's the biggest bull I ever seen. And I'm looking at the farmer. I said, "That's a big bull." He said, "Yeah, you know what they're saying now?" I said, "No, what are they saying?" That first one up there, he said, "Well, I might share maybe a few of mine with him,
Yeah.
maybe." And
He's walking it back.
he
Yeah,
said
they're
the
walking
second,
it back.
yeah, the second one said, "Well, I guess if he wants to have a few of mine, I guess it'd be all right." And about that time, that third bull, he took off just running down as hard as he could go. And he stopped, pawed the ground, snorted, run here just as fast as he could go. He stopped, snorted, and pawed the ground, just raising hell out there. I said, "What's that one doing?" He says, "He's letting that new bull know that he's a bull too." Tell you what he said. I'm just telling you what he said. You know.
I'm just getting out there. You've been
Well,
nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't guess
What
I want
else?
no big bull coming up on me either.
Yeah,
Mm.
make sure
Not
he
that
knows.
big.
Mm-mm.
You can
No.
have him other five, but leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be sniffing around over here, Jeff.
I'm a bull.
You go
I
back
swear.
that day.
Yeah. Yeah, you go back to your meeting.
But Nova Scotia's a beautiful place, man. I mean,
It is. It got the scenery up here. I mean, it is a little bit cooler than I like, but you know, once we get back down south, it'll be humid, so
Yeah.
we'll get caught up.
Yeah.
Get caught up.
ain't they
What are you looking at me for?
in Nova Scotia? Isn't there what all they famous for?
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day,
Yeah.
Boxing Day.
moose. I guess
Yeah.
the moose were wandering
And
around
geese.
everywhere.
And
The
Geese,
Yeah.
you know, moose and geese just wander around everywhere. And
Wasn't Chris Farley from up here, or John Candy? Wasn't one of them from up here?
There's several of them comedians from up here.
Yeah.
in Nova Scotia or Canada.
Probably Canada.
Probably Canada.
We're not 100% sure where Nova Scotia is.
Yeah, I'm still not sure. I feel like we're still in Canada.
In other words, you take a hike and be in Canada here pretty quick. Well, no, y'all could take a hike. No damn way.
I was gonna say the air's far too thin up here.
Yeah, we could take a hike to the local drugstore, get an oxygen tank, and then go walk around.
Yeah, because I am out of breath.
Yeah.
Is the air thinner up here, you think?
Oh,
think so.
yeah. Josh said
You
we
said
were-
attitude was higher.
Yeah.
Well, I think it depends on where you're at, but I think we are a higher altitude.
Mhm.
I feel like,
Currently we are, because I can look downward, downwind, and see
and you can see
water.
down. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
If you look at, that's basically how you
Do
determine
science.
if you're at high altitude or not. If you,
So let me get this right now. If you're in Nova Scotia,
Yeah.
and you look down, you can see the United States. basically.
I think that's still part of Nova Scotia there.
yeah, all that's just land and water.
You got on the edge.
Yeah,
What I'm
I
talking
didn't
about.
notice it when we came in, but let me ask you a question. Did they fence the entire border? I know they tried at Mexico.
Oh, Lord,
No.
no.
Yeah, see, that's...
And especially in Canada, I think it's just kind of fields.
You think you could walk from Montana to Canada? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you could. I
And
mean,
it
it would be
wouldn't-
pretty.
You
Come
wouldn't
across
know-
nobody?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know when you left Montana into Canada. You wouldn't know the difference.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Because what I'm thinking we should do...
Until the Mounties come forward.
Yeah, but I can't...
Well, we just get them Mexicans circle around, come in that way. I mean,
Swim
It's a long trek.
Swim up or boat them up?
well, either way. I mean, they good swimmers apparently.
Path of least resistance type thing, you know?
That one did win the trials for the Olympics the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Guanju, I don't know his name.
His name wasn't Guacamole. Is that what you was gonna say?
No, that's racist.
That's
It
We
sounded
can
like
have
that.
that.
It was Guanjumo, I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
just give up.
Guacamole.
Fall back and
Burrito.
punt.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, Gordito.
Yeah. No, I was going to say that we should build, not build, but maybe build.
Earl?
Plot a.
What's it you?
Yeah.
You gotta help.
Well, we should.
You're gonna have to lead it.
Yeah, we should own a ranch in Montana or right at the border.
Wyoming.
Sure.
I think that one's not on the board.
I think
No,
that
That one's not on the
It's
board.
right
along
it's
high
right there,
line,
yeah. Or
Somewhere
maybe
up there.
maybe
Idaho. something like that.
What we should do is we should buy the very northern tip of Idaho and just have the whole portion of the top of the state that leads to Canada, and then have it there.
Just have a border crossing right there.
No.
Oh.
They probably, I would imagine they have one. Probably.
I think there's some mountains up there, dog. I don't really know if you can, like, I don't know how easy it is to, like, trek through there, to be honest.
Well, I want to do a farm.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some farmland up there. I mean, you know, we could
You
find
can't
it
have
somewhere.
Mexicans on your farm. I mean, that's called slavery. You can.
Yeah,
No. I
you
want
can't
to do a farm of animals. And,
Petting
Is there a good reason you want to travel? You know, I don't know, 1,800 miles to get up there to start this farm.
I just want to kind of get away. start fresh.
I was gonna say, do you really just want to be that close to Canada? That's
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice here, but
People up here are friendly. And they are, I'm sure there's some bad apples.
well, there always is. Their mental, you know, their health system up here is, you know, different. You know, their politics are different, so you have to get used to a lot of stuff. But,
Well,
yeah,
I don't give a shit about none of that. I was just saying, I want to have a Canadian farm. Or a semi.
In Idaho.
In Idaho,
I wanna
the
have
tip
a
of Idaho, you're
semi-Canadian
going to buy
farm.
that.
Semi-Canadian.
Yeah, what I want to do is, if you would shut the fuck up, I tell you, I want a farm that goes across the border. You know, this way,
Mm-hmm.
I can sell exotic Canadian meat in the U.S. and I can sell exotic American meat in
Canada.
Exactly.
Hey, don't
And
keep
you
them
can
animals
have,
from crossing over.
They can cross over. The thing of it
Well, they're all
is,
free
So
range.
now then you're going to have American
Mhm.
exotic meat crossing into Canada, and you're going to sell it as Canadian meat?
Yeah,
no.
I'm going to sell the
The
Canadian.
FDA gonna be all over.
Basically, what I'm going to do.
This is going to hell in a handbasket.
Well,
quick.
all we need is some land.
in Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preferably Idaho.
Which they got plenty of land, apparently.
Right.
So
It doesn't have to be Idaho, but I thought it'd be cool to have the whole tip of the state as our farm.
That'd be cool.
We need land. We need some
So
fencing.
I want to ask one more question now. You know, you said it don't have to be Idaho, but you thought it'd be cool for have it for our farm.
Yeah.
I thought you was the one wanting this farm.
Well, it's your boy's venture. It's another thing that
Now we're getting
got
around to it.
yeah, but listen, what I'm saying is we're going to do this.
As long as it's profitable.
Yeah, it's going to be profitable for everybody, and we'll get back in the black, and people will get paid. What we're going to do is we're going to have this farm, and we're going to have a fleet of small box vans that ride around and sell this exotic meat, and we're going to market it appropriately as exotic meat. We're not going to call it, ribeyes when it's hoof meat or whatever.
When it's deer antler.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna call it what it is.
Right.
Deer antler.
Yeah, this is sheep, steaks from a Canadian
Sheep
farmed sheep, and we're going to sell it in northern Idaho.
For mucho dinero.
And you said we're gonna get back in the black.
Yes.
Yes.
So
If people up there need, excitement.
Well, they need something, because I mean it's wintertime all the time.
Yeah, and
So-
I can't imagine going to Idaho for anything.
but you want
They
to start
got,
your
they,
farm up.
they
but
say
if
they
you
got some
went-
hellacious taters
Yeah,
up there.
potatoes. They big on potatoes.
Now that's something that we don't see. I'm thinking ahead. We don't want to farm potatoes. Everybody else already doing it.
They got the tater harvesters
I
up
tell you
there
what else
already.
they got in
What
Idaho.
else?
I've seen them with my own two eyes. Speed goats.
There's
Ones that'll
something
lay
They
about.
got speed goats.
Now, is that what it sounds like, or is it a euphemism for something sexual?
Or like a drug.
No, that's what they call them little antelopes that run around up there.
Oh.
They look like goats, but they fags.
Now,
So they call them speed goats.
this is coming together because we have. We're assuming that you're almost done with the prototype for the sproutable fences.
Yeah.
So all we got to do is go up there and find some of these speed goats that's loose,
And corral 'em
sprout
up.
some fences around them, tag them, put them in the back of the box van, get them to the farm,
Harvest.
feed them
Well, take care of them before we,
until we harvest them.
we make,
Yeah.
get a good population rolling.
And one
is what
thing
I'm saying.
we want to be what is it? Not organic, but like a sustainable.
Free range, sustainable.
Yeah, we don't want to waste any part of the animal. Right. So what we'll do is we'll harvest the meat. We'll donate the brain to science. Because some motherfuckers out there trying to do science on a speed coat.
I was going to say, we're going to put it in one of those Dollar Tree coolers, tape it up, and put on it, the UPS label, to do science.
Yeah, speed goat.
Send it
to Duke University. So we're going to give the brain to science. Then we will parcel out the meat in, unique names. Mm-hmm. Then the hooves we can donate to the reservations to make shoes or something.
Clogs.
Yeah. And then...
Or find some Dutch people where need them.
Yeah, the tails, we could sell them
as people up in Canada probably. They do have a French province.
Yeah. And
and I could carve you a sick ass pair of drumsticks out of those antlers.
That's what I was going to say.
Boy, oh my God. Antelope antler drumsticks?
Yeah. I think, and see, it doesn't we don't have to stop at speed goats.
No.
They have an abundance of unique animals, I think. I think they have, what is that one animal that looks like a kangaroo?
Wallaby.
No, this one's...
In Idaho?
Yeah. This one...
Oh, well, I didn't see that one.
I'm like, I missed that one. We went through there, I missed him.
This one looks like he has depression.
Like a sad roo.
Yeah.
I think that was Jeff coming out today, ain't he? I think that's what you
could
saw.
have been Jeff.
He does look
but
like
they have an animal
kangaroo.
up there. What is it that they have?
A dingo?
Yeah, maybe.
Yo, baby.
Yeah, no, that's in...
That's a thing. That's Australia.
They got moose, and they got elk, and they got antelope.
What's the
Like
one that looks
grizzly
like
bear?
a cow with a fur coat on?
Cantaloupe.
No. You know what you're talking
With a
about.
fur
You're
coat?
talking about a damn yak.
Bison.
You're talking about a yak.
That's what I'm
Buffalo.
talking about.
A yak.
Yeah.
Talking about a yak.
Oh, yeah, kangaroo.
He
Okay.
looks like a kangaroo
A fat ass, sad, leaning down
With a big old park
kangaroo.
on.
He looks like a kangaroo that's wearing a fur coat that walks on all fours
He looks like a cow that.
and no pouch.
No doubt.
He looks like a cow, but trying to, have the same costume as Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant.
Yeah.
Like, that's what those overcoats look like. So
Yeah.
those are cows with overcoats on.
Yeah. Now a yak
And horns.
is part of the animal kingdom.
I thought it was a part of
I'm
the cow
gonna tell you
family.
something.
Yeah.
Or
Our
a bull.
education system
Y'all have slaughtered the education system in the United States.
Well, listen, some of us didn't go to college.
That's what we
For
need.
long.
We need help. We need help.
Yeah.
We need to know.
What we're trying to do is, in all honesty, we're trying to
get back into black.
We're trying to get back in the
That's
black
goal
movie is
number
what we're trying to do.
one. Goal number two is to be where we do business, ourselves.
Mm-hmm. For ourselves.
Yeah.
By ourselves.
Right.
Because doing science didn't work out. Did it?
We're tired of working for someone else, and we think we have some damn good ideas.
That we
I think
just
that
need
day
capital
you
for.
decided not to go back to college.
Yeah.
Probably a mistake.
That's probably turning point in your life.
That was probably not the right thing to do on that day.
No. Well, I went home and played with my damn action figures. So, I didn't have a lot going on that day.
You weren't doing science there.
No.
So.
No, I was beating the shit out of one guy with another guy. But what I'm saying is
You gonna herd up a yak.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
So you saw the yak.
You're
saying we should get the yak for the exotic meat business.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
now
and the sproutable fences obviously is for the bigger game, like the antelopes. Yaks are pretty big, I think.
Yeah, yaks are pretty big.
We should invest in make a note to look up how many net guns we can buy from Alibaba for cheap.
And when bulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe not a lot of guns, but a lot of
nets.
Yeah. Shootable.
Reloadable.
Reloadable net.
Net bullets. That's it.
Earl, I could see you
From the
catching one
Acme
of
Net
these.
Company.
Yeah, I could see you catching a damn one of these Canadian geese with a damn net gun.
No, hell, I could take some Canada geese.
Have you shot a net gun?
No.
Really?
No.
Now that actually surprises me, Earl.
Yeah. Didn't you have a net gun one time?
I feel like I did, actually. I feel like... No. We were fishing with a net.
So it was a real slow gun.
Yeah, it was like a manual gun.
Same thing.
Had a handle on it.
You
We
know,
had
it's like-
to get the fish out of
You
the
know, it's
lake
like-
with it.
A net musket.
It was a weapon.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't really a gun, I guess, in net form. Like, it was more like the sword version of it, because we were just, you know,
Yeah, there you go.
taking it easy, tossing it.
But, I mean,
You think these nets will work on yaks?
no, that's what I was going to say.
You gotta
They-
have
You got to shoot it in the head.
Yeah, and hope it doesn't open. The net gun will be more for like, what do they call birds?
Pheasants.
No,
Birds.
no, but like, yeah. But what do they call when you?
Shoot them.
No, what kind of game is a bird?
Foul.
Yes,
The stinky kind, you know?
the net guns will be more for birds.
Saurus.
And
Word of the day.
what were we doing? The other things, sproutable fences will be for big game.
Mm-hmm.
And so really all we need is a plot of land.
That's going to be the hardest thing to get.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. So
Some-
skip that.
Some
What
fences,
did we need next?
Some fencing.
Okay,
Sproutable
Earl's
fencing.
working on the CAD drawing of that now.
No, we need that's a different thing. Now we need
Oh.
fencing once we catch them to keep them.
Well, that's a part of the farm. So what do we need, like, other than, like, of course,
farm.
we need the farm itself.
Yeah.
But what can we, acquire now?
We should
We don't need a
Nets, net gun,
We don't need a tractor.
tractor,
Okay, a tractor or a tracker.
Tractor.
That's right.
tractor.
Yeah.
Every farm has a tractor.
A Chevy tractor is not going to get us far at all. I don't think. It probably won't even make it to Montana or wherever I said.
It
Compass.
definitely
We
would
need
make it.
compass.
But now, if you rolled it off the side of the mountain into Canada, it'd make it. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd still run.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look good.
It'd
but
crank up. It
It'd
wouldn't
crank. Yeah.
A tractor, yeah, and probably industrial sized freezers.
Mm-hmm.
Or would you dry age meat?
I thought it was cold up here anyway. Let's leave it outside.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'll build a root cellar.
Bury it in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna get Earl to help you with that.
I got you. It's just a hole. I can do it.
When you what was I
frozen.
saying?
We were talking about what we needed to get.
Yeah,
But
Refrigerated trucks. We don't need.
yeah.
We don't need them.
no, we'll just
We
put,
need a pickup.
we'll put.
I've always
drives in
wanted
the
to-
back of
Well,
you.
camper shell.
I'm be honest with you guys. Thinking about this got me thinking. I've always wanted to do that scene in Rocky where he's like punching that, that cow's meat, and he's just in that freezer. He's just punching. I've always wanted to do that. So we need a walk-in freezer, so I can do that.
Okay.
It's going to be walk-in freezer / Josh's, speed bag gym.
We'll call it the tenderizing freezer.
That's right.
We go.
We can either
Beat
do
the
that,
shit
or I
out
can
of
get you
that
in the
meat.
back door by low. I mean, whichever one you want.
Well, I need to be honest with you. I would like if I could walk in if we could walk in a grocery store and probably have like a camera or something with us, and like it's like, oh my gosh, here comes the tenderizer, and that's like a wrestling gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a funny skit. Oh my God, it's the tenderizer. He's going to the meat section, and then you go back there and
It's just
I beat the
punching
shit out.
of
Yes,
the
he's
meat.
punching the shit out of the meat.
Yeah.
I think it would be a funny skit.
Yeah, we could do that.
Whose
You want
lines
to do
are
this
they?
in Idaho?
I want to do it somewhere far away from, our home. Like our actual home, because I don't want to be recognized.
Yeah.
That's the kid who keep coming in here beating up the meat. What's he doing? I've been doing this since I was 13, guy. You know me. I was the one who was putting my finger in the hamburger meat and leaving it. I was that kid. So, yeah, I'm back to beat the meat.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. We just took a turn for the
That's
worse.
right. I'm back, Jack.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'm gonna do something that's a crime.
Well, what you need to do is kind of regroup, because we've crossed the border. And
right.
all this
Yeah.
is in metrics now.
Yeah, I shouldn't
Yep.
be so upset in such a beautiful land.
It's hard not to, when your technology shits on you, though.
Yeah, it makes me angry, dude. And honestly, looking at that penal-shaped cactus out there is not helping.
Making me feel a little funny.
hell out of a cat, wouldn't
Oh, Jesus. I don't know
Oh,
why
my
Josh
God.
didn't bring a cat today.
Well, shit, and I know what we're doing with that.
If the new homeowners, of the ambassador's land don't want that,
I will take it. I will definitely
I
take
swear to God. If this is anything other than someone passed away, I'm going to lose my shit.
It's a dinner.
Cave's not having a great
dinner
day.
bell from Domino's.
I think you got up too early this morning, Cave.
Is that what it says? Your Domino orders ready
Blood
on the
pressure's
way?
high.
It is high, dude. My face is turning red.
Blood
I'm
pressure's
sweating.
high. Oh my God.
You got to drop Dad off whenever we get back home from the airport because I'm going to wreck my car into someone. I'm going to hit someone with my car. Anyway, I was trying to get you guys on board with buying a fucking farm.
You're pitching us.
I had it pitched. I'm not repitching the whole fucking thing. I had it done well. We'll put it in with shit audio. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because the computer shit and we didn't get the audio. So we got the video of it. And I'm going to put it in with that quality.
With that quality audio.
And if
so
people
get
can't
ready.
hear it and they start commenting, I can't hear it. I don't give a fuck how deaf you are. Crank that shit up.
Crank it up to 100.
Yeah. So anyway, the farm, it seems like
Still, we go back to the farm.
seems like it's going to be a decent idea.
Oh yeah, it's got promise.
yeah,
It's got
it's
got
promise
legs.
written all over it.
Again, we want to get back in the black. So,
It's got,
you know.
it's got wings, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that beautiful bird statue right there. What kind of
That's
bird
right.
is that?
It's one of them
foul
paracamoths.
One of those foul birds.
Paracamoths.
Yep.
paracamal.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a lot of birds that frequent the?
You need to be talking to the ambassador about this. Earl, he is random. Earl
knows
knows
him.
about everything,
Well, Earl,
but
I was gonna say Earl is a wealth of knowledge.
it's
So if we could
Losing my shit, guys. Losing my shit.
looking good, looking
I
good.
wonder what prisons are like in Canada.
We finna find out. We
I
about to
don't know,
find
probably a
out,
lot
dude.
nicer than the U.S. Let's be honest.
I would bet so. I bet they have linens.
Yeah, they probably get, you know.
But I have seen a number of fowl this morning.
Yes.
I've seen hummingbirds and I've seen little bluish type birds, and they all out there on that big pink tree.
Do you think you could be still enough to let a hummingbird land on your hand?
Oh, that's a good question.
I could be.
I couldn't.
You have to convince the hummingbird to do that, though. That's the hard part.
Yeah, I feel
If
like
you-
that's the.
What do they put in hummingbird feeders? We talked about it before. They put
Sugar water.
Yeah. If you dip your hand in some, sugar and then ran some water over it, do you think
That could work. I've never given that much thought, but
I'd be scared to death.
I'd be afraid it was gonna,
Jab me with that needle he's got.
Yeah, I was gonna say just
that
go ahead.
gives me an idea.
give
That's
me an
something
IV.
I can do while the next time I'm working on the prototype of the pop-up fence. While I'm waiting on it to pop up,
Yep.
I'll just dip my finger in sugar water and hold it up and see if
see
a
what
hummingbird will
happens.
land.
Just see what happens. I mean,
And that at that point,
See, I can kill two birds with one stone there, you see.
you're doing science.
We'll get you an answer to that question.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it one bit if you came in one day with 2 dead birds and said, "Look at this rock I killed him with." I mean, I would not doubt it.
One toss, 2 birds.
Yeah. 2 birds and 1 scone. That's a pile of shit.
That's what they were trying to
Trey
get.
made that shit up, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into that. I'm angry. What do you think? Do you think that light up sign over there on the window says?
It says, Bush.
Oh
Bush.
yeah,
Bush.
oh yeah, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what they do have up here in Canada. Nice cold
Beer.
beer.
well,
They got that Molson's Golden Ale.
Oh, dude, they got so many different. I can't even read some of them. They're in French.
well, it's just cold up here. Beer stays cold all the time.
Yeah,
You
high
just sit it
altitude.
out.
Yeah, you send it down south. Well, it's got to go hot down there.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna get skunked.
Yeah, so you
100%.
stayed up north, up here in Nova Scotia.
Yep.
Lake Baruch.
You could
Oh,
sit it
this
in
stays-
the
Banook.
lake on a
Winter day.
Ice patch.
no. In the summer is what I'm saying. Keep them cool. Dip them in the lake. That's a stupid question. Cans won't float if they're full. Fuck. So, but you could put them on a rope.
Yep.
What you could do, shoot one of them net guns at them. Get about 10 in one net.
Mm-hmm.
Throw them out there.
Put your bobber on there. Pull it up when you want
And then
to.
when it starts floating away, you can shoot it with your harpoon. Ruin one of the beers, but
You get the
it's
other
still
9
cool.
back.
You
Yeah.
get to shoot a harpoon, so I mean, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Or you could just get your ice chest.
Yeah,
They got them at Dollar Tree, don't they?
Yeah, small ones, little caskets for kittens.
kitten caskets.
I couldn't even put one of my shoes in that damn cooler.
Mm-mm.
It held 3 cans. I was like,
Damn.
This is an
gonna take a
alcoholic's
lot.
dream right here. I just need to get 3 cans cold, and I'll be just fine.
I'll be fine. And then the next 3 can be getting cold while I'm drinking these 3.
There's a good chance
And it continues.
before the end of this episode, I'm going to go to one of those meetings with Jeff.
Things keep going wrong. It's going to
Shit
send me
keeps
down a
going the way
bad
it's
path.
going, dude. Yeah. I'm going to commit a crime and do some alcohol. And then go tell people that I did it. Hey, my name's Caleb. I've been an alcoholic for about 45 minutes. They're like, no, you're supposed to.
Ever since my computer shit out.
Yeah, right. How long have you been sober? Not long.
Not.
Don't plan on being that way anytime
Yeah.
soon.
Well, I'm
I'm
going to
going-
take a nap, and then when I wake up, the time will start.
I'm going the other way. I just want to let somebody know so y'all can start the timer.
It's a countdown.
Yeah, they're like, we're here to help people get sober. I'm like, oh, I don't give a shit. I'm drunk.
Yeah. Well,
You know, my
gonna be
microphone's
here
not even on a fucking stand anymore. I'm just holding it.
you're just out there holding it in your lap, dog.
Yeah. So I'm going
You
to
gotta do
finish
what you
a
gotta do.
6-pack of beer whenever we go back to town in the car.
Just sitting in my driveway.
Yeah, no, I'm going to drive because we had a damn good story going, and this kind of shit makes me angry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fucking beautiful up here,
That's right.
and
He keeps going to the bright side.
Yeah.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. This car's in a ditch hard and heavy, but I am trying to pull myself out of it. I hadn't seen a tornado, so I don't need to be in this ditch.
You're like that little sheep that got pulled out of that ditch and hopped right back in it.
Yeah,
You know,
and I just keep doing
just
it.
keep doing it.
I just keep doing it. One other thing I was gonna mention.
Besides the farm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but damn, I forgot what it was. Oh, 4th of July just happened.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, up here
Boxing
Boxing Day, but in the South,
It really hadn't happened yet. I mean, it's going to happen, but it just hadn't happened yet.
it has.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
When this comes
Okay.
out, it will have.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Amish people love fireworks. Did y'all know that?
No, did not know that.
Yep.
I had no clue.
If you look up Amish fireworks on YouTube, they have a lot of them. And I don't know really what the fascination with it is. I mean, I kind of feel like I have an idea, but I don't know if they just love the colors, because their world's pretty bleak.
Pretty plain.
Yeah.
That's all they got to look forward
Pretty
to.
plain.
Yeah.
Everything in black and white in Amish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, loud sounds because everything in an Amish community is pretty quiet.
Pretty peaceful, quiet.
I think they are just infatuated with the light, and they're just trying to find a way to harness it.
Mhm.
Like, I need this in my house. That way I can do shit after 6 o'clock in the evening. Amish people love summertime also because they can do more stuff.
They can get a lot of shit done.
Yeah.
Plenty of light.
Wintertime, dude, is the highest. I would say probably, when's it get dark the quickest?
I'll
That'd
do like
be around January the 20th. Or
January
something like
20th to mid-February is the highest peak of
Darkness.
Amish suicide.
Yeah, suicide in the Am community.
100%.
And it's sad,
It's
real
depressed
sad.
there.
But just get some fucking candles, dude.
Yeah. Get you some candles.
Yeah.
Or get you some fireworks year
Shoot.
round.
Yeah. Get the ground wizards or whatever they are.
The one that does a lot of light and sparkles, and you do that
Grand
once
Wizard.
a night.
Is that what you said?
No.
Once a night for dinner.
Yeah,
Amish people don't like it.
maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. I don't
might be
know.
one.
Who knows? I'm not Amish.
Yeah, and I don't know an Amish personally that we could ask.
No.
Trey's the closest thing.
And he's not even, Amish.
You can't
He's
ask
Dutch.
him because he's hiding.
Yeah. We got to find him to ask him a question that he will make up the answer to.
Yeah.
Mm. It's a lost cause.
Yeah. So.
Did I tell you about the Amish people I saw out in Las Vegas?
No.
What?
Yeah, the whole
Now,
Amish
in
family.
Sin
Mama,
City?
Daddy, about 3 or 4 youngins, step stare down,
Yep.
You could tell they was Amish,
Yeah.
Daddy had the beard and all their clothes. You could see the hand stitching and all.
Mhm.
They was standing about halfway up the stairs at Circus. just standing there, watching, just in amaze.
Awestruck.
Looking around.
I was gonna say that's awestruck.
And of course, I had my daddy with me. That's the one trip I took my daddy to Las Vegas. He wanted to go.
Yeah.
Daddy said, "Well, that's amazing to see Amish people out here in Las Vegas. Wonder how they got here."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Daddy, I don't know." But as we was coming in, I seen one tired ass horse out there in the parking lot.
Yeah. Long trek.
That was a long trek from Utah, wasn't
I
it?
ain't saying that there, horse, but I mean,
There was one tired horse out there.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's a good point that Josh made. Amish people went to Sin City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
We
going
were amazed. Yeah.
straight to hell.
Yep.
Where they're going.
Well, that's the thing, dude.
I think there was a scout team, maybe just
Oh yeah.
out scouting
that's
to
what it
see.
was.
they were
Yeah.
making sure, seeing the level of sin that they could wade into without getting, drugged down into.
They could have been on
you know.
Ramadan or Radaman or whatever it is.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
What
now
is
if
it
he's
that
out
they
in
do?
Vegas, if they got with him in Vegas,
Oh.
my God, yeah, they're definitely.
Oh, that whole community's infected now.
Yeah.
What do they do when Amish people go loose for a little bit? Go rogue or whatever they do?
Oh, it's a time in their life where they get to decide if they want to continue living in the Amish community or if they would rather live in the secular world.
Yeah.
And they call it something.
summer.
Look it up. It's not. It's
Where's the word of the day when you need
it's
it?
in there.
Radaman is
That's something else.
not minuscule, Muslim.
Yes, that's when the Muslim community fasts.
Yeah.
The thing you're talking about is it's like a test drive for the real
Yeah, it
world for
starts with
Amish
an R.
people.
For us, that's like junior high school.
Yeah, basically.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're just gonna look it up on your phone.
I've been waiting on that.
Remember,
for
it's going to be in
7
Canadian up here.
7 episodes.
Might not be able to read Canadian.
What should I even look at?
Amish fun times.
Amish rite of passage.
He says that as he's holding this big pole coming out of his Cooper.
People, hey computer, don't fuck up.
Rumspringa.
That's what. That's what it is.
don't hold my hand.
Don't touch
Rumspringa.
my hand, dude.
Rumspringa.
Yeah, so it says Rumspringa.
I've
Also,
had a few of them.
We've been involved in some of these.
I've had
Yeah.
a few
I was
Rumspringas.
gonna say I feel like they don't just have to drink rum, but whatever.
Yeah.
Rumspringa also. Oh, it says also spelled different ways that are just.
Oh, let's
I
go
mean, they
get
chopped
technical.
this thing. They chopped this word up. Rumspringa is spelled exactly how you would imagine it. Rum spring a.
Yeah.
Other ones, I don't know. But it says is a rite of passage during adolescence, translated in English as jumping or hopping around, used in some Amish communities. So Rumspringa means you got to go jump and hop around, baby.
What? But they go and they.
Well, they live in the secular world, and they decide if they want to continue living in an Amish world or a secular world.
Wait a minute now. You just throw them out there in the regular world, the secular world.
Well, I think they have not translators, but like a guide,
Show them how to turn on the TV.
a
Turn
chauffeur
on the
per se, a
radio.
chaperone.
Ah.
Show them how to turn on TV. Show them how to get drive a car.
It'd be
you
better
know.
if they didn't have a chaperone.
Well, it would be better, but it would be a lot more dangerous. Like,
It'd be a whole lot less of them come back.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 The
I feel-
Amish community would fade away.
Yeah, I feel like the chaperones are definitely there just to try to convince them to come back.
Well, they got the one guy who's that you always see that's just looking in the corner.
Yeah.
Like you're doing something wrong. He's that guy.
Yeah.
And they look over at him, and he's like,
The Lord's watching.
"Lord's watching you."
Flirting with the devil,
Oh,
Daniel.
Amish are Irish too. I didn't know.
Flirting with the devil. I can't do a good Amish accent. Dutch.
Oh,
But he can do a hell of an Irish.
I was gonna say I feel like those are close.
Oh, they're close.
They all run together.
ish.
Well, they all sound like a redneck bumpkin's doing them. So I'm like, it's all gonna sound the same.
Flirting with the devil, Daniel.
That's it.
The
But he's
Lord-
in the corner in the bar they're at,
Yeah.
just looking like
The Lord's looking for you.
he's watching.
Yeah. He just kept doing that. He's like, Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
He's watching.
And then when they decide, at the end of the thing, they get back in the buggy or the van or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're
I
like,
was gonna say in the buggy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
and they probably get rental cars. Just imagine, Jesus. Just imagine running a damn Enterprise rental car in Pennsylvania, not in a city.
No.
Because you know what they're doing. They've never driven a car, but they're going on, what do we call it?
Yeah,
Rumspringa, they're going to drive at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
And probably while they drank for the first time.
Yeah.
That's where the rum part comes in.
Yeah. Through cornfields.
Rumspringa out in the field.
Yeah, they're going to take a Ford Focus as fast as they can through a cornfield. It's not coming back the same.
Good. It's not good.
No.
How long does this Rumspringa? How long does that last? Like, is that like a day or like 9 months?
Well, that's the thing. I think it's like I want to say it's like a week, but let me see if they say.
So it's like a Rumspringa break.
Oh my gosh, I was completely wrong. It's 2 years.
Oh, God.
So basically, you're
Wait
getting.
a minute.
So basically, they deploy their adolescents into the real world for a
2
tour
years.
of the secular
You know
world.
what? Listen, no, I'm not Amish, so I don't know. But you got these Amish parents.
Yeah.
Can't wait till he turns 16. When he turns 16, 2 years, 2
Yeah.
years, 16. They all get rid of for 2 years. All them Amish, and that's when they, Amish parents, they go get out the TV and get out.
Yeah.
Get out the
turn it
TV.
on. Yeah.
Run the power strips in the house.
Yeah.
Finally, they're gone. We don't have to do this anymore. It says it lasts for 2 years, but each community has its own rules regarding it. Says during this time, the adolescent is allowed to live outside of the community without Amish restrictions. After the time is up, he or she must return to the community and make a decision.
Bum, 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 bum.
And in their mind, it's because if you choose not to come back, they shun you.
Yeah.
Shunned.
But just imagine how many people choose to come back. Like those Amish parents must be hell of salespeople.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've been out doing the world for 2 years,
Doing whatever.
and now you got to come back and do Amish again. Your parents be selling it hard if they need you as your farm hand.
Well, that's the thing. They're like, hey, you remember cooking all that food?
Mm-hmm.
We got dinner on the table.
Yeah.
You remember all that we got dinner on the table.
Yeah. It's just like that. There's a hot plate of dinner every hour.
Well, what do you do? What do you do with all that time? You're not watching TV. You're not listening to the radio. You're not on your cell phone.
You're cooking.
You're cooking.
You're cleaning.
You're cleaning.
We've got
you're
corn to
working the
plow.
farm.
Yeah, you're plowing.
You're plowing the fields.
Yeah. And
Jacob's milking the cow.
yeah, you're coming up with new Amish names.
Yeah.
But Amish people names come from the Bible, yeah?
Well, you would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so. There's a lot of them that I feel like come from like a not the Bible.
But where are they coming up with the names? Because they're in a closed community, don't have the internet.
Well, they get their roots from the Dutch community, I think. So they pass down some, Dutch names.
Hiram.
Hiram could be one. Old, I don't really know any Amish names.
Old with an E.
Old day.
Old.
Old, that's old over there.
He's Irish,
Old day. Old town. Take me to the Old Town
He's
Tavern.
sitting on a pot of gold.
They all run together. I'm
Yeah.
not good at accents.
What's another? Was there some other? We talked about old names before, but we didn't talk about old Amish names.
We always got Jebediah.
Well, we're not Amish. We don't know.
Well, I was going to say, are old Amish names, or are they just Amish names?
They could be a new Amish name. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, what are you going to name it? A new Amish name is just a new name, just a regular name. A new Amish name would be Megan or Brittany.
Yeah.
Or, Caleb.
Not
That would
Ruth.
be a new Amish name.
Yeah.
Like, that's old names to us, but they would be new Amish names.
Ruth or Beatrice.
You're not going to have, I guarantee you go to Amish, you won't find one young girl there named Mercedes.
No.
Or Lexus.
No.
Or,
No.
No, you won't have
Because
that
they don't
there.
use them.
Couple of them named Buggy.
I was going to say.
Oh, that's Fast Buggy.
That's Fast Buggy over there. Top of the line buggy right there.
What was the other What was the other damn name that I was thinking of? Hiram was one of them.
Fire 'em.
Help them.
Help them.
Yeah.
Help them and hire them.
What you gonna do? Go over and help them?
You gonna do?
Help them and hire them.
What you gonna do after the interview? Hire them.
Yeah.
Got the job.
But was there any chance of him not getting the job? He's one of 6 well-bodied men that live here.
Yeah, and it's also the job is farmhand.
Yeah.
For your own farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we gotta hire him.
Still
Although now, if
interviewed
they
him?
had an Amish dad that was just hilarious like that, he's like, "All right, hire him. I'll think about it." What do you think, wife? Should we hire him? Just keeps it running. It's like,
We'll
okay,
get back to you
okay,
in a couple
Amish
of
dad.
weeks.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Well, that's a new Breaking Dad episode. Amish dad,
Oh,
Breaking Dad.
Well, that
Breaking
remind
Amish
me,
dad. That's it.
Yeah,
remind me in about 6 months, my beard will be long enough.
yeah. We got to keep it grow.
Yeah.
Got to keep you from trimming it.
Yeah.
Remind you.
And then we got to find some ridiculous clothes for me to wear.
Well, if we ask Trey's grandmother now, she'll have plenty of time because that's like sewing a fucking flag. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Make it a shirt for Caleb is gonna take a while. We might have it done by next year.
She's like, well, let's get you fitted. Like, all right.
All right.
She pulls out a tape measure. She's like, hey, I'm gonna need 2.
Pulls out a tape measure, but then pulls out like an old bag of feed.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that's one of those. One big feed bag.
That's all it is. It's just a huge bag of feed with armholes and neck holes.
Oh yeah, and we'll cut it down to about half for your leg holes. There you go. All right, 1 feed sack for the top, half a feed sack for the pants.
Just imagine that. Amish people, until about 7-8 years ago, never wore short sleeves.
They just rolled them up,
Yeah.
ruined the
And then
shirt.
eventually they said, why don't we just make a shirt that's already rolled up?
You know what? We don't have to use as much fabric.
Yeah, we could save that fabric from, socks.
It'd make
'cause
socks.
We don't wear socks.
But
Or
then they realized you don't wear that in the wintertime. So now
Mhm.
you got a shirt you can only wear half the time.
Mhm.
And
So
that's
if you
not
just
smart.
go with the long sleeve,
And roll them
you
up.
roll it up,
Mhm.
it's a year-round shirt.
That's why they did it.
But thank God they came up with the short sleeve, because I don't know if you guys have been near a lot of Amish, but they are not pleasant smelling people.
Well, they should cut off the sleeves and turn them into wash rags.
Yes.
Just call
And
it what it
then-
is. I mean, it is. It
Well,
is
let's
what
think about
it
that. I
is.
mean, it sounds like you're being hard on the Amish to me. I mean,
They ain't gonna hear it.
because
Well, wait a minute.
It's
There's
fine.
Rum Springers. Your Rum Springers might
Hey, yeah,
be
don't.
listening.
Oh, that's another thing. You can't go back and tell the secrets. So if you're watching this on Rumspringa,
Yeah. Yeah, don't tell
don't tell
your
nobody.
family.
Don't tell your family.
but when they get their shirt dirty, well, they can't throw it in the washing machine. I mean,
No, they got to hand wash it.
Jump in the
So-
lake.
Yeah.
I've been out plowing corn all day long in my white shirt that I've been wearing with long sleeves. It's turning red. Throw it in the washing machine. Put it in the sink.
They don't have
I'm gonna
sinks.
go out back to the spring.
To the bucket.
You got to take it out back to the damn bucket
And that big
in the
rock,
well.
and I'll be back after a while.
Well, if it's turning red,
Take off your underwear. No, never mind.
yeah, if it's turning red, he might need to go to the infirmary. He sprung a leak.
Yep.
Rum sprung a leak.
That's just a maroon shirt now. It's fine.
There's some guy out here on Lake Burfmer
Birthmark.
cutting donuts in a damn boat.
Yeah, what is he doing?
Well, I think he might be fishing.
Oh, they're not going to come.
He's
get him.
on Lake Banook.
Yeah,
Oh, he's cutting through
He's
there.
pulling in. I think
Jeez.
that might be the ambassador.
he's gonna. He was just cutting donuts out there.
But he was practicing.
Yeah.
That's majestic right there, dog.
Well,
That got me distracted.
yeah. This has been a fun episode from Nova Scotia, and I would imagine that
I need to ask a question about this. While we're here, are we gonna go fishing or anything?
no,
No.
no, we are
I thought
here.
they were
No.
famous for their halibut or something like that.
Well, the problem is we don't eat fish, so
I
And
said
we're not-
go eat
and we're
them.
not
We
just
just
gonna-
catch them, can't we?
no.
Well,
that's
no,
not
we're not
a
just
fun
going to do it for
sport.
the halibut.
Yeah,
Slam!
Yeah.
No,
we're
that was an easy
gonna.
one.
No, we're just here to. There he goes again. Watch him. He go cut a donut.
Why is he doing it? It seems like he's being a nuisance, is what he seems like. He's like, oh,
got
yeah.
water on one side of the boat.
Oh, no wake? How about some wake?
I'll wake everybody.
Wake everybody up, sat on the lake.
I I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, we came here because Earl knew the ambassador.
Free trip.
Yeah.
Free trip, yeah. I mean, you know.
And then when they're free, you got to take them.
Yeah.
You got
I was trying to get y'all some culture.
Yeah.
That's right. And I've learned
Expound your horizons.
Yeah, we
my
didn't go to
horizons,
college,
but also
so-
my vocabulary, because
Yeah.
I have learned so many words up here.
Culture without tainting the people up here. So
That's not going to work.
Well, I was going to say, we've tainted
We're
it.
tainted.
Yeah. And
I'm about to go fist fight this guy cutting donuts.
I know, he's rocking the
distracting
boat.
me. Yeah. Like everything's...
Literally. Like he's just making the other boats rock out
Lake
there.
Berkner was peaceful as it could be 10 minutes ago.
Till damn, Tokyo Drift came out there and fast 9'd in the damn lake.
Yeah. What are you doing, guy? You're just burning gas?
Remember
Anyway,
that old gas?
next week we'll be back in the land of the
In the
free
States.
and the home studio of us. I don't know the saying. Land of the free.
Land of
What
the
is
free and the home studio of
Home
your
of
boys.
the Braves.
it? Home of the brave.
That's right.
But we're not in Atlanta.
Close enough.